I feel like there is a specialized group of men that seek out a particular woman, or say they desire a particular woman, but attract the very thing that defies what it is that they claim they are attracted to and hope to attract. So, as bold as a man can be with his request or his expectation of being in a relationship where his needs are met physically, where he is sexually satisfied, as comfortable as a man can be with expressing his need of being in a relationship with a woman that is physically appealing, I find that women are becoming just as comfortable and just as bold as the men are, and we're finally confessing or expressing our desire of being in a relationship where our superficial needs are met, where we are experiencing relationships where monetary gain can be exercised for both parties, where financial stability is present in that relationship. We are finally just expressing that for some of us, not all of us, but for some of us, we affirm our love through materialistic ways, which is gift giving. Receiving gifts, giving gifts make you feel the most love. And I think because it is not the most encouraged way to love, because it is not the most common way to love, we often demonize these women. We often diminish these relationships. And I don't think we should do that. It's not right. Just because it's not the way that I love, just because it's not something that is commonly encouraged, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. You have to take into account upbringings. There's certain people that grew up in a household where they are the sole provider, and because they are constantly giving, they want to be in a relationship where they can receive something, or they want to be in a relationship where not only they receive something, but they give something as well. But just the fact that they can receive something is enough for them. So there's certain people that are just the providers, and they yearn for a relationship where they can finally receive and give to someone that is willing to give to them. There are certain people that as a child, they didn't receive a lot of gifts, so they want to be in a relationship where they can experience that materialistic gain, that monetary gain. There are certain people that grew up in a household where they just have certain expectation of men, certain expectations of relationship. They receive gifts, they receive, a particular lifestyle as a child that they expect in the relationships that they pursue, not because they don't provide it unto themselves, but because if I'm adding you into my life, you must be able to contribute to what it is that I already possess as an individual. So I just feel like a lot of times we demonize these women by calling them gold diggers, by calling them thoughts, by just slandering who they are without really taking into account that every love language is not going to be the same for everyone else. Every love language is not going to resonate with everyone. I'm more of a quality time lover. I am more of a words of affirmation lover. I am more of a acts of service lover than I am of touch or gift giving. So because I don't love in that way, am I going to judge them? No. Like, you'll have guys that be like,
oh, I love a woman that just wants to be with me, that just wants to spend time with me, doesn't ask of me to do anything for her or to give her anything. She just wants to be in a relationship with me. And although I give her these things, I respect her even more because she doesn't ask for those things.
it's like, should we respect these women any less because they ask for these things? Should we not pursue a woman who has these desires in mind? Like, no, I don't think it's right to feel as though like being with a woman who requests gifts as not being wife material, or being any less of a girlfriend, So I don't know. I feel like this is a discussion short of a rant, but oftentimes I just feel like certain women get the short end of the stick when it comes down to being a love language of gift giving or receiving gifts.